Good evening, family. My name is Mr. Perry P, and you're all in the place to be. I'm owner and CEO of Rise from the Ashes 2416, where we believe in helping people turn tragedy into triumph. We solve the problem and answer the question, how can I be more efficient and effective after a tragedy? How can I truly succeed despite terrible odds? We only focus on the main areas of tragedy, which are death, lack of vision and purpose, lack of time and money management skills, lack of good health and wellness practices, as well as good quality relationships and marriages. So if you find yourself where you need just a little bit more help, aid, support, assistance, please do not hesitate to give us a call because time really is of the essence. My number is 623-332-6777. My email address is rfa2416 at mrperryp.com. I'm all over social media, either rfa2416 or Mr. Perry P. And my website is, you guessed it, mrperryp.com. We're here to educate, edify, and entertain you on your way from tragedy to triumph. And first and foremost, let me also say that we greatly appreciate your presence. You can be anywhere in the world right now, but you're here with us, and we greatly appreciate that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this word. All right, start this timer. All right, cool. All right, today we are going to platform from the chapter called "But God Glory." It's actually out of my new book, "Rising from the Ashes, Turning Tragedy into Triumph." It's actually available on Amazon and Kindle today, or if you want a personalized copy with a personal message and autograph from me, just contact me. We can definitely make that happen. But it's going to be the chapter titled "But God Glory." And the cool thing about the book that I wrote is that each chapter starts off with a powerful quote, and each chapter ends with coaching questions or challenge questions and homework. And so this quote is, "Out of difficulties grow miracles," by Jean de la Bruyere. Yeah, out of difficulties grow miracles. So what a decision that was. For the longest time, I always thought that God would miraculously heal my son. I figured that if I prayed hard enough, fasted long enough, and believed wholeheartedly that God would acknowledge my mustard seed like faith and do a mighty thing in our life. I was so hung up in God getting His glory the only way I saw fit. However, God's glory in our situation becomes ever so clear after having multiple conversations with Dwayne. Up until this point, I was living my life for tomorrow, and in the process, missing out on the beauty and blessings of today. The cost of being present versus waiting on tomorrow's presence, which might not even come. There was a lot of time I missed with my son due to that type of thinking. I allowed a multitude of other things to distract me from being in the moment with my son. A part of me thought I would never forgive myself for not being the best father, husband in those moments I could have been. Yet that is where my peace beyond all understanding came in. That actually concludes the chapter titled "But God Glory," a bunch of question marks. And that's, like I said, from my new book, Rising from the Ashes, Turning Tragedy into Triumph, available on Amazon and Kindle today. Or if you want to autograph, personalized copy, just contact me. We can definitely get you out one. But enough about that. It's funny that this is the verse that we, not the verse, the passage that we want to talk about today, because it lines up with what we've been discussing in the word earlier today, which is people putting their all their hope in the way that they pray, and in regards to how they see God getting the glory in their life, where it actually turns out it's them selfishly wanting to obtain something from God, like God is some sort of genie or something. And you'd be surprised how many people pray like God is some sort of genie. It's it doesn't really work like that. God is a powerful God. He can, don't be wrong, he can do anything. He's the allness of the muches, as my man D Hawk would say. But know that since he is the allness of the muches, he knows the beginning and the end, and he knows what's best for each and every one of us. Not to say that we shouldn't pray, which I am definitely one that says you should. I mean, that's community with the Creator. That's fellowship with God. That's building the relationship between the two. All I'm saying is be open to how God is going to bless you. I mean, be open to how God is going to, show you His glory in your life. It's tough space, I know, but once we get to a point where, that's why I concluded the chapter with peace beyond all understanding, which ironically the title of the next chapter. But once we get to that point where we have peace beyond all understanding, once we get to that point where we have true clarity in what we want and our relationship with God and how we're supposed to be blessing others in the process, that's when we can truly get to a space where we're not so quick to be disappointed when things don't turn out the way that we think they should turn out. We're not so quick to push God to the side when He doesn't give us the things that we want. Time goes by so fast. Let me go on and just finish this thought really quick. Get you guys out of here. Thanks for watching and bearing with us. Is that what I was just saying is that we won't be so fast to reject God when from the outside looking, it may look like He's rejecting us, but on the contrary, He's just bridging the gap between us and Him. And that's what this life is all about. It's all about gaining in momentum to run and chase God. And you just got to ask yourself, how are you doing that? I mean, yeah, it's really good to have dreams, goals, and aspirations. I mean, God put certain things on certain people's hearts to come to pass and see in fruition. And we should definitely have more faith and fear when we're pursuing those things, those good things, those godly type things. But all that means nothing if you're not getting closer to the Creator. I mean, if you're not helping others do the same. I'm no pastor, no preacher, nothing like that. I just know the truth. And the truth is, your life is not your own. I mean, the truth is that God provides the rain on our dreams, goals, and aspirations. We just have to till the land. That way we can see a mighty harvest and reap the fruit that bear. Or not. My name is Mr. Perry P., owner and CEO of Rise from the Ashes 2416, where we believe in helping people turn whatever their tragedy is into triumph. God bless you guys. Peace.